Hello guys and welcome back to some more World of Tanks. Today I'm bringing you 3 replays in various tanks. The first one is in the Panzer 4 Girls and Panzer version. Obviously been playing this a little bit because of the new Girls and Panzer tanks. Obviously this one is the original one, so it's been out for quite a while. But yeah, still a decent tank. It's just the Panzer 4 really, basically, with a nice paint job. So yeah, we're on Vineyards for this one. Obviously a bit of a low tier game. We are only tier 5 and there's a couple of tier 4s in the game. We're going to cut to this kind of snipey position, mainly because now this is a good sniper's position, especially if you've got a bit of view range. I'm not pushing, mainly because I haven't got that many tanks backing me up right now. Also, this is a medium, but it isn't particularly fast and nimble. And yeah, I should have probably pushed a little bit because, well, yeah, I am the medium. But unfortunately, recently I've been having some very bad games. So yeah, I was being a bit like, I don't trust my team at all to play well. So I am gonna be a bit safer. That is a Excelsior, so it's going to be probably hard to pen, so I have turned to the premiums here. Unfortunately I've not realised I'm using the HE there. Realised it a bit late, but I am bouncing unfortunately, and then obviously blind fires, actually get a pen. Definitely don't need premium for this guy. And he's just sat there, just seeing if he's still sat there. And he is still sat there, probably tracked. He finally gets out of the way. Seeing if I can get a shot off there. Don't know what's there. Yeah, so we've had a good start to the game. We're just punishing everyone. That we blew that guy's turret there as well, so that's nice. And yeah, the enemy team is just crumbling. They've pushed a bit too piecemeal. Unfortunately, we did have a guy on our team commit suicide, so that's not very helpful, but we are still quite ahead. 2 tanks ahead, and percentage damage wise, we still got a lot of hit points compared to them. So yeah, it is going very well. And as you can see, oh, of course, just stops just before I've put in the final shot to kill that guy. As you can see, we've only got 2 rounds of AP left. I think some point I was trying to 3-mark this, I think, or the intention was 3-marking it, hence why they've got so much premium rounds. Yeah, we should have led that one a little bit better, but as you can see, we've got about 2,000 combined, which for tier 5, that's a good game. As you can see, there's still more damage to go, and we have killed 2 tanks ourselves. We are getting spotted by something, which is a bit of a shame, since we are a medium. Don't think I've got the best crew in this thing. And there you go, someone shot at me. So we're going to just hide behind this building for a bit, poke out a bit in a second when we're unspotted. See if we can spot him up, whoever was firing at me. And there we go, there's another Panzer 4, and he's fallen back. I don't know why he didn't take that opportunity to just kind of poke around and hit me, because I was side on. Yeah, now he's just driving insanely towards our team. Not sure why. I guess he thinks the game's over, but you know, I'd probably take my time and try to take me out when I was side on with no cover, but okay. So there's very few tanks left now. There's only 3 guys left, and yeah, we've got about, yeah, just over 2,000 combined. And he just gets behind cover there. Of course, artillery is now going for us. We get a bit more of assisted, so we're going to just try to, and there he is. Put a lovely shot into him. Just keeping the normal rounds in, put 2 shots in. Yeah, almost 3,000 combined, and get 3,000 combined pretty much now. Put a couple more shots in, we'll definitely get over the 3,000 combined. And we get a shot in there. Let's see if we can finish him off. That's our third kill of the game. One more guy left. He's trying to get a shot. There we go. We've got a back of him now. Not much you can do about it. Unfortunately, someone else finishes him off. We just get over just over 3,000 combined. That was a pretty sweet game in a tier 5. And yeah, 3 kills. Earned a little bit of silver there. And considering we're firing mainly premium, that's nice to earn a bit of silver, right? That's one of the good things about these tanks. Right, so this game is not going to go well for us, I'll tell you that. We are in a tier 10. I am in the tier 8 Chinese heavy rocket tank, which I've actually hated. It's just I don't know if it's just terrible luck or it really is actually just a bad tank. Either way, I've not enjoyed this tank at all. I enjoyed the tier 7, and after this play session I actually unlocked the tier 9, and playing it stock, I actually had my first game in it was actually pretty damn good. So I'm hoping that will carry on, and the tier 9's pretty decent, because I sold this immediately after I unlocked the tier 9. It's a terrible tank, but this is obviously going to be a pretty decent game for us, and you know, this is another reason why I have not been playing much recently. Obviously, having to grind this tank wasn't much fun, and it's just put me off playing. And obviously, having games like this doesn't help, because we are a bottom tier. It is a tier 10 game. There are tier 9s. There's a fair few tier 8s, I guess, as well. So we want to be trying to fight those where possible. Obviously, this is a heavy. It's not very maneuverable. Its armor doesn't really work against tier 10s, but the armor's not bad. Just the derpiness of this gun is pretty insane. It was kind of the same in the tier 7, but it just the whole tank just generally felt better as a tier 7. But yeah, this one just, I don't know, maybe just bad RNG. Maybe I just saw lots of tier 10 games. But yeah, I just did not enjoy it. So yeah, we're on Resonai or whatever it's called. We're in this, and that guy just barrels out into the open there for some crazy reason. Put a lovely shot into him, 400 damage. That's the one good thing about this, is when you do hit, it hits pretty damn hard, but you do have to actually hit what you're aiming at, which for some reason at the moment the accuracy seems to have gone down, or the RNG is a lot worse. It seemed to be, even in more accurate tanks, seem to be missing more shots than they used to. Someone gets spotted there. Luckily we ducked down before they can get a shot off, and obviously just trying to get into this position. I unfortunately used most of my rockets, so I've only got one rocket left to get me out of danger. Unfortunately, our whole team went this way, and now they are in the cap. For some reason, he's completely ignoring me, that guy. Miko tried it. No one really on my team has realised that we've got people coming in behind us. So we're gonna use our last rocket to try to defend the cap. I mean, really, it shouldn't be up to a tier 8 heavy to defend the cap, but it should be mediums or lights going back, or fast TDs to try to defend the cap, because I'm probably not going to even get there in time, and I'm definitely not going to spot them up if they're mediums or lights or TDs. Just kind of hoping one of them actually tries to shoot me. Put a shot into that guy, but unfortunately he wasn't in the cap. Yeah, we took a hit there, but there's not much we could do about it if we wanted to defend the cap. Got 3 seconds left here. luckily that guy puts a shot into hit one of the guys in the cap, resets the cap, but unfortunately our team is now absolutely crumbling on 2 flanks. This is why map control is so important. We're trying to put a shot into that guy, just trying to hit his track or anything, you know, just trying to reset the cap. The difference in tanks is not very much, but as you can see, we've only got 26% health and they've got 48%, so it's gonna get pretty messy very quickly. So we put in normal rounds. We're getting shot from someone behind us. Luckily our rear armor managed to bounce that somehow. So we've got people in front of us, people behind us, and yeah, not much we can do about it right now. So I'm going to push back, put my front armor against whoever's shooting me there. And you'll see why I get annoyed by playing this game sometimes. By the end results, you're thinking, right, okay, you're in a tier 10. 2,000 combined bad damage, and some of that was on the tier 10. That's and we helped defend the cap. Not a bad game in consideration for what tier we are up against and things, but obviously we could have done better. If I was in a different tank, I probably would have done quite a bit better. You know, hit more shots and things like that. But yeah, things are not going well. We're losing by quite a bit. I kind of regret defend the cap now, because I would have just preferred to have survived and lost than die and lose. But yeah, it's going that way because there's only 2 of us left. So I'm guessing the people in the castle pushing this flank will be pushing pretty hard right now. And yeah, we're the only guy left on the team. And we haven't got view range. We've basically got no armor against tier 10s. And he puts 1 shot into me. He's going to put another shot into me. Yeah, taken out there, guys. And just under 3,000 combined. So, not a terrible game for me. And look, we came top of the team. And we were one of the top damage dealers in our game on my team, and I was a tier 8 in a tier 10 match. So yeah, it's not really all that fun to play games like that when your team are just not really doing much, apparently just getting killed, when you're in a terrible tank that you just want to see the end of. So yeah, we did block 1,000, to be fair. Now the next game is obviously, you know, this is a good silver maker. I don't particularly like it because it's a bit OP. But it's a good silver maker. I had silver boosts, so I might as well use some silver boosts on one of my tanks that's going to earn me the most silver. And it's nice to use a light tank after grinding a really rubbish heavy tank like the Chinese tier 8 there. So we're going to just push, try to spot up. Unfortunately, of course, my team is just going to go in the opposite direction. The whole team. I thought I was dead at this point. I've obviously spotted a lot of them up. And yeah, just got myself caught in the marsh there. So yeah, I'm very slow. But as you can see, there's no one shooting them. So I'm wasting my spotting there because no one's shooting them. So again, this is why I don't like Cold War. One, our team has gone the 0 line, and the enemy team has gone the 1-2 line. And yeah, just seems to be just the way the game is. Just fast moving tanks. Everyone just follows one tank, and they all go in one direction. So we're going to try to keep on this side of the tracks. This puts us in obviously a bit of danger, but we are small. They probably won't spot us. They probably find it hard to hit us, and we might actually spot some enemies up and actually get some damage assist, which is what we're after. And this guy, yeah, don't know what he's doing, but we're just gonna we unfortunately miss a lot of those shots, which is really annoying. Obviously don't want him to get away from us, because obviously he would be able to fire his missile and hit us. But somehow he's getting away, which is kind of annoying. But we got 1,000 assisted. So I don't know why he's... Yeah, there we go. A little bit more assisted, and we've got a tiny bit of damage right now. But there's still plenty to go, right? They are in our cap, which is a bit annoying. Thinking about just doing a hit and run here. We don't really want our team to get stuck on at where they are from just like a few enemies who are sitting here, and the rest of their team is going to be coming around the other side. So we do kind of push up here, kind of egging them on to chase me, and they do, and we're getting quite a bit assisted right now. 2,400 assisted, that ain't bad, and we've got our own 1,200 direct damage, which isn't bad either when there's still 13 enemy tanks. And obviously there's a guy going in the middle. We're going to ignore him for now. He's spotted up. That's the main one of the main things, is keeping us spotted. We're going to defend the cap right now, and obviously we're expecting to get shot at by that guy in the middle in the marsh there. But so I'm trying to duck and weave. Yes, we're unspotted, but that doesn't mean anything. We're trying to make sure we hit some of these shots, and we do. Their own weasel gets spotted for the first time. We've spotted 7 of the enemy team, and we've just reset the cap, and there's a missile tank right there. So we are going to just go towards him because he's unspotted. Maybe he thinks I haven't seen him. He goes for a missile, but it was too close anyway. Unfortunately, we are now on a reload, so we go for gonna fall back because there is a Mark 1 weasel following me. We're gonna lead him towards my team, and unfortunately our team is not pushing, which is a little bit annoying, to be honest. We get behind this building and we stop. We'll see if we can see that TD that was in the middle of the map, but I think he's actually died there by looks of things. So we're just going to keep popping up on the enemy team. Now obviously you do not really want to be going through the marsh because you can't. You get stopped really easily in this tank. So trying to find some dry land to keep myself going at a fair pace. Now they're just hiding behind this. I'm not sure what my team is doing. They really should be attacking. Finish this guy off. The other Mark 1 took some pot shots on me, but doesn't seem to be wanting to chase me. Again, really not sure what my team is thinking. They should be pushing. We've got this in the bag. Really just need to don't know why that person is capping at all. Really annoying, very annoying when people are capping when you've got a massive advantage. There's 13% health and your team's got 40% health. What are you doing? Trying to help finish this guy off. Yeah, a little bit too quick there. Should have just kept going. And unfortunately, we cap, but 6,000, well, basically just over 10,000, or just under 10,000 combined there. Not bad first on the team. If you did like the video, guys, give it a like and subscribe, because I'll be bringing you more replays in the near future. But obviously, yeah, that wasn't a bad game. Not the best game. I have a mastery game coming up fairly soon for you guys. So yeah, bye bye.